Today I'm going to be doing how I made their spaghetti and meatballs, and then I can do the other foods like you know, just do them. They can be like a little series. You guys can request foods that you want me to make out of Play-Doh and teach you guys. So let's get started on making spaghetti. The first way that you can do it is, oops, where am I going? Well, I have this bin filled with like accessories for Play-Doh sets, and with my like candy shop thing, that it came with this, and let me show you what it does. It has 3 holes there, and it's an extruder, and you like twist it, and it extrudes 3 long snake-like things, and it makes perfect spaghetti. If you have one of these kind of extruders, if you have the inserts like this, if you have one that has small holes, use that. I actually might have one with small holes. This one would be like for longer spaghetti, like those wide spaghettis, but I don't think I have an extruder thing with that. Also with my candy shop thing, I got this extruder, and it's very thin. It's just a circle. It's not as thin as these, but it's still small. You could use that. You could use one of these standard extruders that has like one of those, but your spaghetti will just have a little edge to it. I like this because it makes a lot of spaghetti at once, and it's just, you can make a lot. I don't know. Like it holds a lot. So first you want to like unwind it all the way, and then take the top off. Then you're going to get your color for your spaghetti. Ooh, here we go. This is nice. I'm going to do it over here just so I have more working space. And then I'm just going to like roll it like, actually I guess you don't really need your rolling pin because you want to roll it between your hands to make a nice, or you can roll it on the table too. I like to roll it on the table. You just want to make a long, thin snake. So once it gets to like the thickness you want, I can even make that thinner because it's still a bit too thick. Sorry if I keep hitting the tripod because I'm working behind it and I don't usually, so yeah. Here we go. Then you just want to like, I'm going to use this end, so I'm just going to cut off this so it's nice and like neat. There's a hair in it, okay. And you want to cut like a good length, so maybe around there. And you can use this snake to make multiple like inserts. If it's still too thick, just roll it a little bit thinner. Insert it in like this. Put your cap on, or if it's the squirty kind, you can just squirt it. This one, I just spin it. I'm gonna let you guys see the bottom so you can see it coming out. Isn't that cool? I have to keep raising it because it gets long. Alright, and that is it. And then what I do is I just pull it off so it stretches out a little bit. And then I pull it apart. I usually make 2 batches to make a full plate of spaghetti. And then you can just like, well, for a little Play-Doh plate, you can probably only need like 3. And then you just droop them all over your plate. See, I probably only need 3. And that's one way to make the pasta. I'm going to show you another way to make the pasta, and then I'll show you how to make meatballs and like sauce. So, I'm going to be using this plate now. It'll actually blend in, so maybe I want to use a different colored plate actually. I'm going to use this blue one that is not Play-Doh, but still a good plate. What you want to do is take this snake, and you can even just get a smaller one if you want to make it easier. But you just want to basically just roll really thin. That end is really thin until it's like the shape, the size you want your spaghetti. And you just want to really roll it. And then when you think it's pretty long, you can cut it. And then like you can fix out some of those edges if it's still a little thick. And you can just droop it all over your plate like you did to the other one. I think it's actually easier if you cut like a smaller portion and then roll it to get thinner and longer. Makes it a little easier. I'm gonna pour it onto my plate now. It's probably all I'll need because that's a lot. So yeah, and it takes a while. So you can see why I don't really use this method. Here's the 2 spaghettis side by side. This one is thinner, and I made a lot more with just one rolling, squirting of this. But anyways, let's move on to the meatballs. Depends on how many meatballs you want. Oh, You can make as many meatballs as you want. And yeah, so what you basically want to do is just get a little chunk of Play-Doh and roll it between your hands. Not on the table, between your hands. Like this. You just want to roll it like this in this motion. Here. In this motion. But like this way, I guess. And so it forms like a little ball, and that's a meatball. You can just plop them on your spaghetti. This is kind of self-explanatory because you're just making a ball. Also, another cool thing you can do if you have the candy shop thing like I do. I did not think of this before, but if you have this, I'm sorry I forget what it's called, but you can take this and roll it out really thin. Let me just do that. So see that? I'm going to insert this at the top. Here, I'm just going to roll it a little bit better. Just cut that off. Then you can spin this. It'll cut it into little balls, like this. They're supposed to be gumballs, but you can use them for meatballs as well. The little ones that are like not so good looking, you don't have to use, but you certainly get a lot of really good looking ones, so you can just stick those over your pasta. I guess this is my better looking pasta because I'm using like tools and such for it. The other one is handmade. So yeah, I could make another ball for that. And yeah, so like that's 2 ways to make spaghetti. If you want sauce for your meat, like sauce on your meatballs, just make red meatballs instead of brown ones using either method. And if you want to put sauce on your spaghetti, get some of your red. This is where you'll want your rolling pin. And then you can like cut it to a shape that you like for your sauce, or you can just like cut off a piece and just drape it on, but this is like a cut piece. So I'm going to take off some of my meatballs just to put it on. You can even spread it out with your hands a bit more, or even just roll it out a bit. I'm rolling it out a bit more because I want it to be a little bit more of a free form. See that? It was really thin. I think I can pick it up. Here we go. It's just free form. You can throw it on your spaghetti, throw some meatballs in there, and it looks like spaghetti with sauce. And yeah, so that is 2 ways to make spaghetti, 2 ways to make meatballs, and 1 way to make sauce. So thanks for watching, guys. Please click like and subscribe, and in the comments let me know which spaghetti looks better. I'll take off the sauce because it's kind of unfair. Since I only made 1 sauce, I think this one looks better.